Yo, this is David Faustino, my partner.
Keitel Jr.
For Old Scratch Radio Hour. And big shout out to
Music Connection.
Word up. Peace, peace.
Yeah, so we're sitting here with David Faustino. I know everybody, all his fans know him from Married with Children and all his DJ music. So
yeah, Bud Bundy, Grandmaster B, all that good
shit. Exactly. You know what I mean? So let's.
My partner Keitel right here. Keitel Jr. is in the building. Right. We're here at the world famous ski lodge in Hollywood.
Nice.
Chilling.
Yep, on Cahuenga Boulevard, right?
Home of Dash Radio.
Yeah. So, can you give us a quick update? Just, you know, maybe there's some people out there who are not familiar with who you are, but I'm pretty sure everybody is. So just
if you don't know who I am, you got problems, man. No, I was playing. No, I tell you. So my name is David Faustino, obviously, and I'm here with. I do some business here with ski. But obviously people know me, I was on Married with Children for a long time, 11 years. I played Bud Bundy. It was the best time of my life, so much fun. Greatest group of people you can imagine working with. Still family with the entire cast. You know, I mean, Ed and I are mad close. One of the greatest guys I've ever met. Ed O'Neill, obviously, I'm talking about. For those youngsters out there who don't know Married with Children, he's the dude who's on Modern Family, right? So he's a great man, and he was on our show here at Dash as well. The whole cast was on. We had Christina, Katie, Ed. They all came in and did interviews, which was great. So that's, you know, you know me from that. But most of my work now is a combination of acting, voiceover, and music. That's the world I'm in. It's the world of entertainment. It's the world I know. I was born into it. My parents got me into the entertainment industry when I was literally 3 months old, and I've been doing it ever since. I just turned 40, whoop, whoop. And so I've been doing it for 40 years, and that's just what I know. It's what I do, and I continue to do it. And here I am with my partner Keitel. We have a company called Old Scratch Music. We have our hands in a lot of stuff. Obviously, the radio show, which we do here at Dash. That's every Sunday, Dash Radio. We're on Ski's channel, Ski 24/7.
5 p.m.
Shout out to DJ Ski. 5 p.m. Yes, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. on the East, of course, and we're worldwide. That's Old Scratch Radio Hour. We have great guests.
Just had Be Real.
We just had Be Real, which was dope. So that's what we do, and we do the radio show. We have great guests, as he mentioned. We see our show is it's different in that we have actors of all, you know, we have actors, comedians, voiceover artists, but then we have like rappers. We have everybody on, you know, and that's what kind of differentiates our show. That's how you say that word, differentiate. So we enjoy it. We have fun. We sometimes record out of here. We sometimes record right out of my home, which we have a home studio there, which is dope. And we have MCs coming through all the time, spitting verses, connecting people, you know what I mean? And it's just a sort of a community of artists and people that we get together. And we just did a big show at the Viper Room, which was really dope. We had all of our artists that are in our family that we work with, which is Patience Price, which is an MC we've been working with for a while. Dope MC. If you haven't heard of him, check him out. He rips shit. And then we had Zachy Force Funk, which is a dope funk. How do you explain it?
It's electro funk.
Electro funk. G-electro funk.
G-electro funk.
G-electro funk.
You know, he's talking, you know, there's gangsters lyrics. It sounds like Prince over funk music. It's like synthy funk music, yeah.
It's fucking dope is what it is. It's tremendous. If you want to hear something different and dope, as a matter of fact, I literally was rocking it on the way here, 100 Snakes.
Yeah, 100 Snakes.
So check out Zachy Force Funk, all their music. Check out 100 Snakes, that song's dope. And of course, Demon, what's the song?
Demon Queen.
Demon Queen.
That's the album. It's produced by Tobacco from Black Moth, Super Rainbow.
Okay, well that's dope. Everything you guys said, it sounds dope. So that brings me to my first question. And so, how did you becoming an actor, growing up as an actor, get into hip hop and rap and becoming a DJ? How did that transition happen when you were growing up?
Well, to be honest with you, you know, I grew up here in Los Angeles. I grew up in Burbank, California. Shout out to Burbank, whoop whoop, San Finbar School. And I was born and raised there, and someone put some earphones on my head one day, and I two moments that introduced me to hip hop. Two true moments. One, to be honest with you, I have to give her props. People will trip on this. Christina Applegate actually had the first License to Ill album, Beastie Boys, before I had heard it. She had it, and I wasn't hip to it, man. And she put that on my headphones, and I fell in love. Of course, I was off and running with hip hop. The second moment that got me deeper into the hip hop game, which really deepened my love for hip hop, was somebody, Mixmaster Spade, Ready to Rock, back in the day, classic, rest in peace Mixmaster Spade, classic song, Ready to Rock, classic LAMC, and I just fell in love with hip hop, and that was it. So I was about 14 years old, and from then on, it was all about it. As you saw on Married with Children, you know, I had the Illmatic Nas poster on that wall before anybody knew about it. I mean, that album had just dropped. I knew about it before it was coming out. I was like, yo, you gotta put that poster up on the wall. We did that. We were always representing hip hop, you know, and the whole Grandmaster B thing came out of, you know, because I was into the hip hop scene way before a lot of people were, you know, and the writers and the creators of Married with Children would always trip on me. They'd be like, yo, this dude, because I'd have all the hip hop artists coming over. I mean, at LL, Ice Cube was there. People would just be coming over and they'd be tripping on me, so they started writing the whole Grandmaster B thing, and that's what that whole thing was born out of. So, you know, I've just been, and then Ballistics was a hip hop club I ran for 5 years, which was a huge staple in Los Angeles. The first hip hop club that, you know, sort of came into Hollywood. At that time, hip hop was sort of relegated to the, you know, inner city, downtown, whatever. We brought it to Hollywood, much to the chagrin of the West Hollywood Police Department. But they finally, you know, settled. But we had everybody on our stage, man, from NWA to Will 1X, who's now Will I Am, of course, was discovered at Ballistics. He knows this. Shout out to Will. Tremendous MC. For those who don't know, Will 1X, of course, Will I Am is a battle MC at heart. That's what he comes from, and I've seen it with my own eyes, and he's amazing. So shout out to Will. And that's you know, sort of the hip hop story, and that's where we're at. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's a dope story. So I just threw out a tweet today, Throwback Thursday, with me and Eazy-E from K-Day, circa 1989, the original K-Day up in the hills over in Silver Lake. Shout out to K-Day, shout out to 1580, of course, Greg Mack. And that's where that shot was taken. That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. So were you good friends with Eazy-E? We were good acquaintances, put it that way. Okay, nice. We never sat down and talked about life, but we were always cool when we were together. He came to Ballistics. I kicked it at his house once or twice, hanging out, watching him DJ. He just loved Married with Children. He knew I loved him. It was just a mutual, cool respect. That's nice. That's nice. DJ Speed, of course, who is his partner. Big shout out to DJ Speed, great cat, who's very involved in this new flick that is coming out, which is exciting. This NWA flick. Nice. So yeah, man. That's what's up. So what other artists are there right now that are you collaborating with and making music with? I'll let Keitel take over on that. Where are we at with that?
Well, right now we're kind of taking a break as far as maybe developing artists or anything like that. We're focusing, as far as our music goes, on licensing for TV, film, video games, and stuff like that. So we're building a large, unique library to fit the needs of those music supervisors, you know. You always hear kind of like the same jingles and same stuff like that. We kind of want to break the mold a little bit and offer them definitely something different, you know. And the library that we will have definitely will supply that. We're building it now. It's a tremendous effort. It's a tremendous build out, but we're very excited about it. And of course, using my relationships in film and television with directors and music supervisors, we have that in, and you know, the relationships that we continue to. So we'll be of course, you know, looking for singer-songwriters, producers. You know, you name it. Do you guys feel it's kind of difficult sometimes to juggle television, film? It's difficult, to be honest with you. We work hard. This guy works tremendous. He works in several businesses in the sound department, works on shows, The Voice, all that good stuff. And I, of course, do what I do, and I'm in the acting hustle and developing a script right now to act in and direct. And so we work hard, you know, we work a lot, but we love what we do. And when you love what you do, it's like the work blends with play and it all becomes this great thing. I mean, but it's work, no doubt about it. Exactly, that's dope. That's dope. Well, let's talk about some of your acting. Like you said, you're developing a script right now. So, like, I'm an independent film director myself, so I'm developing my first feature film right now. So can you tell us a little bit? I know you don't want to talk too much about it because I don't,
But like, what would you like your audience to know about your feature film and your script that you're getting ready to put out there?
Well, what's exciting about it is we're taking it back to just stupid comedy. We're taking it there, you know what I mean? It's just that dumb comedy that you just want to laugh at, and that's what we're doing. So we're developing a script right now. I won't, say what it is, obviously, but we're very excited about it. I'm in it as well. I'm actually not the starring role. I have a supporting role, but it's a ridiculously hilarious role. So we're really excited about that. And I just finished a film called The Night Before, which will be out this summer, which I'm excited about. I have a great role in that. I'm also in the Entourage film, the upcoming Entourage film that's coming out this summer, which I'm very excited about. Just constantly doing on the acting hustle. Did a Modern Family with Ed O'Neill, which was dope. So you just continue to go.
Nice. So are you sticking more to comedy, or are you venturing into dramas? So what's your genre? What genre do you like working in?
I like great roles, to be honest with you, man. I mean, if a role is great, it's amazing. If you fits like a glove, then you love it. So I do it all. To be honest with you, I did all dramas really when I was a kid. I did mostly dramas. Even on the shows I was on, Family Ties and Love Boat and all that shit, I always played like the little hurt, sensitive kid crying and shit. Yeah. Even on what is that, Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah.
Throwback Thursday. He would mess with me. I have a picture when I'm 5 years old. I got this crazy bowl cut, and I was on Little House on the Prairie, and he has this close-up shot of me, dog, in like suspended overalls, and he posted that shit on the Throwback Thursday. But so I always did that, and then Married with Children came along, and I gotta tell you, to be honest with you, Married with Children was the first comedy I had ever done.
So let's talk about that. How did you land that role as Bud Bundy on Married with Children? How did that come about?
Well, to be honest with you, I wish it was some glorious story, but it's just the grind. It's getting off of school, and instead of going to football and playing basketball and doing the fun stuff that the kids did, and I'm not complaining, I love what I do, but that's what my grind was. I didn't get to do any of that stuff because at 2:30, 3:30 when school gets out, that's when the auditions start. And that's what you do. You get on that audition train and you go. And that's what I did. And then, Married with Children was just one of those auditions, man. It was just another audition. Had no idea it was going to turn into what it turned into, And as a matter of fact, I got really lucky on that because I auditioned for it the first time. I didn't get it. They hired another kid to play Bud Bundy, and they hired another girl to play Kelly Bundy in the pilot. And luckily for us, they didn't work out, and they re-auditioned, and I got to sneak in and do it again, and I got it. And
nice.
The rest is history.
Nice.
And I learned a lot on that set, by the way. Like I said, I didn't know comedy. I didn't know timing. I hadn't done sitcom. When they say, how do you learn things, and I don't know how to do that, and I can't do that, you can learn on the job. So stand up, know you can do it, and you can learn on the job. I did it. If you watch the first 3 seasons of that show, I was scared to look out. My eyes are looking down because I was scared to look out at that audience. And then, of course, as I learned and warmed up, I became comfortable. But it's a trip, man.
That's what's up. So what's the rumors in Hollywood right now? There's just gonna be a spinoff, a Married with Children. What's going down with that?
That's the rumor. There's some legal issues I know that they're working out, but we're excited about it. The whole cast is attached once it's greenlit. Once it goes, they're all attached already.
Nice.
They would be recurring roles, obviously. It'd be based around the Bud Bundy world, but that's all we can say right now. But as you saw in the press, it was all over the place, and so we're just waiting for them to work out a couple issues so we can put the green light on it and move ahead. That'll be dope.
Nice. So what year frame do you think, if it were to be greenlit, what year do you think you guys would go into production, and when would the first season hit?
It would have to be within the next 3 years. You have to give it about a 3-year window. Is what we foresee. So, maybe sooner would be dope, but about 3 years. So watch for that, the Bundys, and we're gonna, it's gonna be a good time, man. Because everybody's excited to do it. I had to talk them all into it, man. Especially Ed. He was like, I don't know. And then I talked him into it, and he's like, now he's calling me like, yo, what's going on? Why aren't we moving on this thing? So they're all excited about it.
That's dope. Can't wait for that to happen.
So DJ Ski, I'll be honest with you, I'll give this cat the credit on that, on this relationship. Keitel is a very talented cat. Give him his props, producer, engineer, and all kinds of other things. He's also my producing partner on this radio
Old Scratch Radio.
Old Scratch Radio. So this cat, I asked him, I just flat out asked him, because we were working on pushing music. I said, who's the most influential DJ around in the country? And he said, DJ Ski. So I said, all right, let's move on this. So I cold called these guys and I said, what's up? And of course, luckily, DJ Ski just happened to be a fan of mine. He's a great cat. We struck up a dope relationship, and he brought me on the show several times. Let me play, because he trusted my taste in music, let me cold play several songs from my artists that all got heat and all got love when we played them, and he knew to trust me with that music. And so he's a great dude. We have a great relationship. We're excited about the future with him and Dash, and our relationship moving forward with Old Scratch Radio. Nice.
So where can your fans find you, like, live playing? What clubs are you gonna be at? Like, what events are you gonna be at?
Okay, Ward, let's talk about it. So where to find us is obviously social media. You know what I mean? At Old Scratch. That's all we have. At Old Scratch, just like it sounds.
IG is Old Scratch Radio.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
IG. And follow us at our IG, please. Old Scratch Radio. We just got that shit going. So we need some love on there.
All our episodes are on SoundCloud, so you can find us there. Soon to be on iTunes as a podcast.
When they go to SoundCloud to search out our shows, there's Old Scratch. Yeah. Search it out on SoundCloud. They're all there. The shows with Ed O'Neill, Christina Applegate. They're all up there, so check that out. And of course, I'm at David Faustino on Twitter. You can find me at David Faustino, IG, all that stuff. And then, so this coming weekend, coming up right here, I'll be in Chicago, the Windy City. I know it's going to be cold, but I'll be there, and I'm doing an appearance at Wizard World. Big convention, man. It's going to be dope. Of course, I'm representing Married with Children, but also Legend of Korra, which I play Mako on that show, which is an anime show. So shout out to all the Legend of Korra fans out there. I know they're out there. Last Airbender. Whoop, whoop. I'll be there, and we'll be signing, and I'll have Legend of Korra shit. I'll have How to Train Your Dragon shit, all the animation stuff. It's going to be dope. It's going to be this weekend. The following weekend, I think it's the 12th, 13th, 14th, something like that. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. Same thing. Wizard World. If you're into conventions, look it up. You know where to find it online. Wizard World. We'll be there. It's going to be a dope party. And then, of course, for us, just follow us on our Twitter accounts. You'll see what we're doing. Every Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. You hear us. We talk about what we do, upcoming shows that we have, and all that good stuff. So that's where we're at, man. Yeah.